If you want to see how I cut this hair, please keep watching.
I'm looking for a baller, a motherfucking shot caller. A nigga answer every time I call him. A rich nigga, a real big dick nigga. I call him money rich nigga.
Alright, so I'm using the Kiss Colors Tintation semi-permanent dye. They're basically $5 a bottle, and these are the colors I went with. And then of course you're going to need your hair. So as I'm adding in the hot water into the sink, I'm shaking up the bottle very well. I'm adding the Sapphire blue in first, and I added half of the bottle just to see what kind of color that would give me. I'm stirring that very well just to make sure the color is all throughout the water and the little pieces of dye is mixed in. Once that's mixed in, I go in with my Moonlight blue, again shaking it very well. I add this blue to deepen up the prior blue, the Sapphire blue, to give my hair those highlights and lowlights. I did a color test by dipping the ends of the hair into the water just to see the potency it had, and it wasn't exactly the color I was going for, so I went back in and I squeezed the remaining contents of the Sapphire blue into the water. Alright, so now that I got my desired color, I'm just going to take the whole bundle and dip it into the waters and make sure I submerge it completely. I would recommend that you open the bundle completely so that the water is able to get to all the hairs. And I will also recommend that you only do one bundle at a time, one bottle per bundle. So this is why I would recommend one bundle at a time, because that first bundle that you put in has already soaked up most of the color in the water. So once you put in that second bundle, it's not getting the same potency that the first bundle gets. So then you end up having to go back and re-dye that bundle. I could already tell that the top bundle wasn't going to be as potent as the bottom bundle, so I was determined to use every drop of that dye. I filled up the dye bottle with a little water and I shook it to loosen up the contents, and then I poured it into the water to try to darken it a little more at the top, which still honestly didn't help. I still had to go back and re-dye this bundle. So right here, I was a little irked, I ain't gonna lie, because my color was not spraying through my bundle like it should have been. And I was doing it just like these people on YouTube was doing it. So I'm trying to figure out why was mine not turning out right. So I removed both both bundles from the water and I proceeded to hand dye them because I feel like I was wasting my time. And I definitely should have had on gloves because my hands were blue for like 2 weeks. So I said before I just called the project a fail that I would try watercoloring my last bundle. So I just did the same steps. I filled up the sink with hot water. I added my Sapphire blue. This time I added the whole bottle. And I also added a few drops of the Moonlight blue. Still did my color test just to make sure it was the right color. And then I opened up the bundle to let all the water spread through the hairs. So the results of this bundle came out a little better, but I still had some spots that didn't get the color. So I drained a little of this water and I added more hot water, and I also added more of the color to make sure that every inch of that hair was colored blue. So I also went in with the other bundles that were kind of splotchy, and I did the same thing, added more hot water, added more dye, and dipped the bundles until I got the desired color on all of them. I did also try to keep the hair combed out while I was dyeing it so that the tangles wouldn't interfere with the coloring process. I went in and did like a few spot treatments of places that I thought were just too light. So once I finished my spot treatments, the hair was so pretty. It had all the low lights and highlights that I was looking for, and I was so glad that I didn't give up on the process. So here I'm using my Shimmer Light shampoo to rinse out the hair and lock in that color. I'm not really sure if that was the hair dye running or just the shampoo itself, but that kind of made me nervous. So I'm just rinsing the hair clear until I don't see any more purple or blue for that matter. And I noticed that the shampoo didn't strip the hair, so I was happy about that. So then now I'm just going to condition her hair with this coconut cream conditioner. So once I conditioned this bundle, I went and washed and conditioned all the other bundles, and I let the conditioner sit on the bundles for about 10 minutes, and then I rinsed all of those out clear, and I let them air dry overnight on a hanger in my bathroom. So this was the hair once it air dried. I was so in love and happy with the results. It was so pretty.
A motherfucking shot caller. A nigga answer every time I call him. A rich nigga, a real big dick nigga. I call him money rich nigga, a baller.